Hello members of Tambol Maths class. In this tutorial, I'm going to guide you step by step on how you should solve this particular equation. 3 minus the cube root of x plus 3 equal to the cube root of 6 minus x. First of all, I would like to take this term to the right hand side, bringing common terms together. So we have something like the cube root of x plus 3. Remember, from negative to positive as it crosses over, but the other term is already positive, cube root of 6 minus x. But we have 3 on its own, something like this. So my recommendation here is substitution. Do not expand or raise both sides to the power of 3 directly. Instead, declare this with a variable and this with another different variable. So I would like to declare this with a and this with b. I don't have to write because I don't have much space. So this becomes a plus b equals 3. Very important. And because this is cube root, this is another cube root. What happens if I have a raised to the power of 3? A raised to the power of 3 will be this to the power of 3, which is simply x plus 3, right? And what about b raised to the power of 3? It is going to be this raised to the power of 3, right? Which is going to eliminate the cube root, leaving only 6 minus x. And what about a cubed? Because we are going to utilize this later on, plus b cubed. It means what? You should add these two together. Can you see that this is positive, this is negative? The x's will cancel, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So a cubed plus b cubed is equal to 9. Now, I would like to raise this equation to the power of 3. So I have a plus b to the power of 3 equals 3 to the power of 3. Yes. The left-hand side, remember, we have binomial to the power of 3. We have a formula for that. It is going to be the first term to the power of 3, second term to the power of 3, plus 3 times the product of the first and the second, AB, multiplied by A plus B. This is the expansion of the left-hand side. What about the right-hand side? This is 27. So let's start substitution. A cubed plus B cubed is what we have here already. So this is 9 plus A plus B is 3. Can you see that? And this is multiplication, right? So this 3 can multiply this 3 and you have 9 here. But we still have AB. AB equals 27. Let's move to the other side. And again, we can solve for AB here. What do? I can do that mentally. If you take 9 over to the other side, you have 27 minus 9, which is 18. Then we divide both sides by 9. Therefore, AB is equal to 2. Please write all of these steps because I have a very small board here. This is why I'm doing some of these things mentally. If you take 9 over, it becomes negative, right? So you have 9AB equals 27 minus 9. And 27 minus 9 is 18. So you have 9AB equals 18. As you divide both sides by 9, 18 divided by 9 is 2. Therefore, AB is equal to 2. So AB is equal to 2. But we have learned that A plus B is equal to what? 3. All right. Here we remember your quadratics. You have two numbers. The product of two numbers equal to 2 and their sum equals 3. What are such numbers? Two numbers you can multiply together to get 2 and add to 3. The numbers must be 1 and 2 because 1 times 2 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3. Therefore, it is either A is equal to 1 and B equals 2, or A equals 2 and B equals 1. Anyhow, you must get the same value. 1 times 2 is 2, 1 plus 2 is 3, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have the values for A and B. But where should we plug them? We are going to plug them here because remember, I mentally declare this with A and this with B. So this is A. So if A is 1, let me do it to the left-hand side. If A is equal to 1, we have the whole of this, cube root of x plus 3, to be equal to 1. I'm going to do this mentally as well. If you cube both sides, just to eliminate this cube root, you have x plus 3 equals 1, because 1 to the power of 3 is 1. And x plus 3 equals 1 implies what? X must be equal to minus 2. Because, can you see that? Minus 2 plus 3 is 1. Cube root of 1 is 1. So x here must be equal to minus 2. And if a is equal to 2, it implies that the cube root, the same thing, cube root of x plus 3 is now equal to 2. What do? You cube both sides, you have x plus 3 equal to 8, because cube of 2 is 8. 2 to the power of 3. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So if x plus 3 is 8, it implies that x must be equal to 5. Yeah, if you have enough space, you should write all of these things. Now for b, if b is equal to 2, that is the first b, plug it here, you have cube root of 6 minus x equals 2. Raise both sides to the power of 3. You have 6 minus x equals what? 8, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So 6 minus x is 8. It implies that x must be minus 2, because 6 minus minus 2 is plus 8. So x here is equal to minus 2, just like this one. The same thing, if b is now equal to 1, it implies that the cube root of 6 minus x is equal to 1. If you raise both sides to the power of 3, it means that 6 minus x is equal to 1. And it implies that x must be 5, because 6 minus 5 is 1. So x is equal to 5. So can you see that the right solution is either x equal to 2 or x equal to 5, because it doesn't matter. From the other side, we still have the same solution. But it's better you check. It's better you check. Let's check it here. So the conclusion you should make under is a or x. The equation is in terms of x. X is either equal to minus 2 or x equals 5. So what about if x is minus 2? Can you see that minus 2 plus 3 is 1? Cube root of 1 is 1. Minus 2. If x is minus 2, 6 minus minus 2 is 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. Can you see that this is equal to 3? What we have to the right. And what about if x is 5? 5 plus 3 is 8. Cube root of 8 is 2. 6 minus 5 is 1. Cube root of 1 is 1. Is this not equal to 3? So it implies that this is a valid solution. Yes.